This is Ballogie Nursery. We're a country nursery and we're in an old school building, so we have a lot of facilities here. We have a hall to ourselves and lots of outdoor play areas. Creativity is really important in the nursery here. It's embedded in everything we do, and it all comes from the children. We adapt their ideas and their thoughts, and it guides our planning. When we take in a new topic, we sit down with the children first of all, and we get them to share their knowledge that they have at that time and what they'd like to learn, what they'd like to make, what they'd like to do with that topic. There's a lot of fairy talk coming in at the moment, so we decided to go down the fairy route. Overnight, fairies appeared in the classroom. There was glitter, there was stars on the floor, and that just captured them right from the word go. They had to look for evidence of fairies, things that the fairy had lost. So out in the first garden, there was wings on trees, there was streamers, there was pictures of where a fairy had taken selfies, and they had to guess where the fairy had been. A broken wand, which led them to making wands outside in the garden. A letter had led to the older children making fairy houses. So we were able to use what the children found to then lead the learning. When we're planning together, we're always challenging each other how we're going to achieve the children's ideas. And as the children have grown in confidence, they've set us tasks that we are challenged to fulfil.
That worked really well with him the last day, just the fun sort of aspect. I mean, we've got more water. They like that coloured water as well out there.
The activities that we plan on a day-to-day basis, it's up to the children whether they choose to do them. Sometimes they will and sometimes they won't. We don't give them things at the craft table that they have to make a certain way. We'll give them bits and pieces to use, and how they use it to create that end task is entirely up to themselves. So we try to give them the materials and then step back and see how they think they can use it. It's giving them that I can do it attitude, that they can try things. Sometimes it might not work the way they think, but they've at least tried it. And that's what we want the children to do, is to try things and not to give up when they can't do it the first time round. We do consider different aspects to children's learning, and the problem solving, sometimes it just happens naturally. Sometimes we plan for things and the children take it in a completely different way to what we've planned. It can be a bit disappointing when you spent a long time making things up and they don't go anywhere near it. But that's a learning experience for us, and we'll just run with their ideas. After a session, we look at what the children have come up with, what's taken their interest. So we're evaluating all the time about what they've been doing, what we need to do to stretch them in other areas. Working in this manner with the children, it gives them opportunity to think about things, and if they're interested in a topic, they're going to learn so much more. They're just endlessly giving us questions. What about, how do we find out, how can we do, I want to make, how can I do it? And by giving them the opportunity, it's showing them that anything's possible.